This video is the C-Clock Classroom Observation Form training video for online learning. The agenda will cover the classroom observation form and the post-observation reflection form. Now, we will discuss procedures, directions, and responsibilities for the observer. Procedures for evaluating C-Clock faculty members. The evaluation process is a tool that is grounded in faculty development for improving learning and teaching. For a C-Clock faculty member teaching online, a rating of satisfactory, meeting expectations or better, makes you eligible for the second round robin during the course assignment process. We have 5 procedures that should be followed to ensure fair and uniform application of the evaluation process. Evaluators should be a vice president, dean, department chair, or qualified designee. For online learning, a qualified designee, for example, will be an AOC, an academic online coordinator. Classroom observations occur on a mutually agreed upon date or set of dates. If a date cannot be agreed upon, then an administrator will communicate a date with 2 weeks of notice. We recommend observations to occur between weeks 4 through 10 during the semester. This is a recommendation, not a requirement. This is left to the discretion of the observer and the C-Clock faculty member for online. The observation period for online instruction should include access to the course for a period of 1 week. Concerns and comments should align with the ratings. Ratings should be evidence-based and grounded in the observation. Need improvement or significant concern ratings should be accompanied by specific recommendations for improvement. This philosophy supports our grounded philosophy of faculty development for improving learning and teaching. Lastly, the timeline. The post-evaluation reflection should be completed and returned to the observer within 1 week of the observation. We recommend 24 hours, but you will have 1 week in order to return the form. The final evaluation should then be completed and returned to the faculty member by the observer within 1 week of receiving the post-observation reflection. A post-evaluation conference between the faculty member and the observer should be scheduled by the request in a timely manner. Directions for assigning ratings. We have a total of 5 potential ratings that can be selected to support high quality teaching and our learning descriptors that are provided. Exceeds expectation, EE. Evidence indicates that the instructor exceeds expectations. So for any exemplar work that is observed during the evaluation, it can then be selected as an exceeds expectation. Meets expectation. This will be similar to satisfactory work in which evidence indicate that the instructor meets expectations and the observer does not identify any specific concerns in a given area. As referenced earlier, if there is a needs improvement or a significant concern, evidence should then indicate the area in which improvement is needed, and a detailed explanation of concerns and the type of support that should be outlined in your summary for that particular section. Again, if there is a need improvement or significant concern, please ensure that you have specific commentary provided in writing of the focus area of concern and what supports are needed in order to outline potential improvements to support learning and teaching. Lastly, not applicable. For this particular section, if you find it to be not applicable, that would then deem this area of instruction that it does not apply to the lesson or the discipline being observed. We will now review the core components of the classroom observation form for online learning. Core competencies regarding the syllabus. This section, the observer will review the educational quality regarding the syllabus. If you think about the purpose of the syllabus, it's pretty much a contract between you and the student. So in that contract, we want to make sure that it has the necessary information in order to set expectation. Part of that expectation, the observer will review the official course description, course prerequisites as is stated in our academic catalog, objectives, course student learning outcomes, our grading system, a variety of assignments. These are things we definitely want to keep in mind as it relates to how the assignments align to the rigor of the course. The course student learning outcomes. Examples are in-class tests, lab reports, essays. Course policies, that may be your administrative withdrawal process, your policy around late work, participation, plagiarism, in which it all plays a role on how it's clearly stated to the stakeholder, that being the student. Adequate information in regard to course content, the required materials, that being textbooks or supplementary materials such as My Pearson Lab product that is incorporated into the presentation delivery of your content. Adequate information regarding student support, your office hours, academic support services, disability access. Your course outline. Your course outline should display your dates, readings, homework, in-class activities, or any assessments that you may have during the class session. Those are things you definitely want to keep in mind as it relates to the educational quality of the syllabus. Lastly, the observer will review details for any major exams, portfolios, or assignments, and how easily the syllabus is able to be navigated, well written, and the professionalism. Core competencies for the online learning environment. The evaluator will review the instructor's ability to ensure students are on task. This may consist of regular login review, timely feedback to students, grades posted, and weekly announcements. In addition, the evaluator will review how the instructor offers the ability to foster positive and personalized interaction with both the supportive learning environment and providing cooperation, collaboration, reflection, and teamwork. This may be evaluated through discussion board posts. In the online learning environment, the evaluator will also review comments and critiques to demonstrate the ability to determine whether the students understand the material. The use of formative assessment will also be reviewed on how to determine the appropriate posting of instruction and next steps. Examples will be follow-up assignments and use of student resources. Other areas of focus would be the instructor's ability to identify and assist students who are struggling, how to be able to provide support and self-assessment of the student to determine appropriate next steps, and the ability to support and leverage low order to high order thinking to understand new concepts and materials. Post-observation reflection form. The post-observation evaluation form should be completed by the CCLOF faculty member. In this section, it asks for the instructor to describe the class that was observed. This is the opportunity for the CCLOF faculty member to summarize the class session. For the CCLOF faculty member, they should include the following in their summary: the intended purpose of the class session, the connection of the session to the core student learning outcomes, lesson organization. This may include instructional techniques that were used and pedagogical approaches. Lastly, we also recommend to include any additional information that will help to situate this class section and actually give context to the session observed. Assessment of the class session. Again, this should be completed by the CCLOF faculty member. This is your opportunity to ensure student learning in the classroom, but to articulate it into your summary. Please describe how the class was assessed, considering the success of the class session and was the intended purpose and outcomes achieved. reflect both on what went well and what you could have done to improve. Overall evaluation. The latter part of the form should be completed by the observer. This allows for an overall summative evaluation, which is meant to be comprehensive, which includes the post-observation reflection. Comments of the observation, feedback, and questions should be reserved for the faculty member in this section. In addition, please select through the rubric whether you find that the observation has significant concerns in which an action plan may be needed, needs for improvement with minor to moderate concerns, satisfactory, meeting expectations, and lastly, strong, in which the observation exceeded expectations. Please provide in your comments evidence which aligns to the rating that was selected, specifically if needs improvement or significant concerns was selected. To access all CCLOC training materials and classroom observation forms, please visit our City Colleges of Chicago homepage at www.ccc.edu. Once you have arrived on our homepage, please click on the tab for Faculty and Staff. Once you have arrived at the Faculty and Staff tab, simply locate Faculty Forms. By clicking on Faculty Forms, this will take you here to our Faculty Forms and Information. For Faculty Forms and Information, you will see that this is a collection of forms that are commonly used for tenure, post-tenure, CCLOC faculty, sabbatical, and the promotion processes. On this page, you're able to use as a reference for all of your CCLOC needs regarding evaluation. To access all classroom observation, forms, and training materials for CCLOC faculty members, please visit our homepage at City Colleges of Chicago. Thank you, and have a great day.